Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Reef. So today I thought I would show a little of me and the corgi. Hi. And show you a little bit of the Reef and have a little talk. So there's currently a new House bill in the House of Representatives, obviously, that is looking at basically decimating any ability to get fish for us. It will completely stop the import of fish, coral, everything, unless it fits onto their white list, which will basically be nothing. They cite that the saltwater aquarium hobby is a huge burden, that we aren't good at all at keeping these fish or animals or creatures alive. And that's just not true. They also say that it's a hobby, and it's not a hobby. These are my pets. I've had Scar for a year and a half. Scar is my pet. Just as much as Riley is. Yeah, sure, I can pet Riley, I can take her on walks, but Scar recognizes me and acknowledges me just as much as Riley does. Arguably more Rachel, because I think he likes her more, but that's neither here nor there. And they also intend on imposing fines and prison time for importing or even transporting between state lines. So if I were to move to another state and I were to bring my pets with me, they would imprison me and fine me up to $200,000. That's like saying you can't take your dog, you can't take your cat. You can't get any more cats unless they're bred right here in this state. And that's decimating. I mean, most of these fish will live, 20 plus years on average. Most of the people in the aquarium hobby, if you go to Bulk Reef Supplies, they did a live stream on YouTube about this as well. And they have some hard figures of how long people's tanks are up and running now compared to the past. And we are arguably giving these creatures, our pets, better lives now than they would ever have in the ocean. We're doing better at keeping them alive, keeping them healthy, way better than we were 10, 15 years ago, and infinitely better than they would be doing in the wild. They also talk about some things that do need to change in the hobby or field, about that we to help prevent dead loss of these animals, because our ultimate goal, and most people's ultimate goal who have these systems and these and participate in this, is providing and doing the absolute best for these animals and these creatures and everything. They made that there are like 300,000 customers that they have, and in those 300,000 customers, I forget the time frame, but they had 300,000 people watch 1.5 million videos. Think of it. That's more than 3 videos per person on education about how to care for all of this. There's forums, right? There's so much, and people are constantly learning about it because they don't want to suffer loss. They don't want to do things inappropriately that would harm our inhabitants, our pets. When we had the loss and, we lost 4 or 5 fish, I literally cried. I sat on the floor here and cried because it's so devastating. Because they, as you probably have seen by now, they do have personalities. Each fish is its own fish. I'm working on getting Scar to eat out of my hand again. Not quite there yet. But he used to. I could stick my hand in the water with some seaweed, and he would come up and eat it right out of my hand. He's gotten a little skittish, but we'll get there. But he comes over and greets me. He comes over and greets Rachel. So do some of the other larger fish. The clowns, not so much. The chromis are just, they kind of just exist. But they do cool things too. So please, 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 I'm going to put a link in the description below. Go to this link, fill out the petition, contact your representatives, and tell them to deny this change. Again, the link is in the description below. Don't let me lose my pets because government officials don't understand. With that, I will leave you with a little mantra. So here's the new coral that came in. They're all hammers. I think that one is my favorite. He tipped over, so he's gonna get put back upright. And I'll probably pad some sand around him so that he doesn't tip over again. That's a splatter hammer. That's my favorite hammer. Just another neon hammer. So like I said, please, please, please go to the link in the description below and let your representatives know that the aquarium industry and hobby is not the problem. So I thank you for your support. If you have any questions about this, please leave a comment and I'd be glad to answer it for you. And leave a like and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.